Today I'm making chicken adobo. This is my non-traditional take on a classic Filipino dish that I grew up eating, but have since modified in my adulthood to suit my current palate. My favorite part is that it uses vegetables I grew from seed and harvested from my small container garden. Let's get into it. Now, normally I would be using dark meat and it's what I would prefer, but I only had chicken breast on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to marinate this, so cutting the chicken up into smaller cubes allows for more surface area and will allow the marinade to really soak in and make the chicken as flavorful as possible. Alright, here we go. I add water in my marinade just so I can have more liquid to cover the chicken. I find that if I just do soy sauce, it takes a lot of soy sauce to cover the chicken. And there we have it. Here's our chicken. I'm going to cover it up and put it in the fridge. I actually really like having some greens on the side of my adobo. It's typically not served that way, but I think having some steamed vegetables on the side gives it a little bit more freshness. And thankfully, I have a garden outside, so let's see what I can harvest. I have this chaotic bed of mizuna and small kale. I think it'll be nice to harvest some mizuna to allow more room for the kale to grow. As you can see, it's kind of protruding into this little pocket. Also, is anyone else struggling with caterpillars? I feel like they're eating everything and I can't pick them fast enough, but we'll make do. I don't mind giving it such a big trim because it will grow back relatively quickly. In fact, it's best to kind of continuously harvest from it. This is actually a variety that is really not what I paid for, but I actually really enjoy it because the leaves are a lot thicker and I get more greens from it. Steam. Voila! Isn't it so funny how all of that yielded this much? But I'm thankful nonetheless. Don't come for me, I always wash my rice. To the best of my abilities, I'm just going to try to get the chicken and not the marinade into the wok. A bay leaf, 2 for good measure. The rest of the marinade, along with this much water, probably, if I had to guess, 1 cup. Just want the chicken to be again fully submerged in the marinade. See you in 30 minutes. Now for the star of the show, these potatoes that I harvested yesterday. And would you believe that all of these potatoes were grown with volunteer potatoes? I did not intentionally plant a single potato plant, and yet I just found them growing everywhere in my garden. I made a short about it, but even after that video, I was able to find more volunteer potatoes that I just replanted in a few grow bags. And yesterday, I was able to harvest almost 4 pounds of free potatoes just from those volunteers. So let's cue the clip because honestly, I was so impressed. Okay. Total count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and a bunch of mini ones. I don't know, how should we count these small ones? 25, 26. Almost 4 pounds of potatoes, which honestly, not bad. These are free, so I'm excited to cook with these. They have that like fresh potatoes in the dirt smell, which I'm excited to get rid of. You don't have to put potatoes in your chicken adobo. In fact, It's not part of the traditional recipe, although I have had potatoes before in chicken adobo when I was younger. I just like adding them when I have them on hand because I find that they really bulk up the dish and makes it even heartier. Now you can put the potatoes in the chicken adobo pot itself and it'll soak up the marinade and get really soft and tender. But what I'm actually going to do is crisp them up in the oven and serve them on the side. I think that'll provide an additional texture to the dish because when you think about it, the chicken will be tender and juicy and the rice will be quite mushy as rice tends to be. And so it'll just be kind of nice to have something that will provide a little crunch. I don't know why this is my hand signal for crunch, but whoa, check these out. They are such a stunning shade of purple. Wow. If you're a vegetarian, I'm sure you can substitute the chicken for potatoes. I've seen people make vegetarian adobo with mushroom. I believe they use lion's mane, but I can imagine, you know, a potato mushroom adobo would be really delicious as well. I wish you could smell this, it smells so good. We're in the home stretch now, just adding some vinegar, measuring with my ancestors here, but if I had to say, probably 1/4 cup. Was anyone else taught to add the vinegar towards the end because adding it earlier will make the adobo very bitter? At least that's how my mom taught me. I don't know if there's any validity in that, but that's how I've been making it. If you're Filipino or have been making adobo and was taught by another Filipino, let me know down below if that is what you do. Gang is all here. We have our chicken adobo, our potatoes fresh from the oven. Let's do a quick little crisp check over here. Seeming very crispy. We have our mizuna that I steamed, our rice. I even made some boiled egg. Ignore how busted injured they look because, oh, there's a little shell right there. They were very hard to separate from the shell this time. I'm usually very good at that, but today was not my day. I have my brown rice here that I'm just gonna press down. See if I can make some magic happen here. Okay. Woohoo, beautiful. Put some there. Oh my god, it smells so good. Clean it up a little. These potatoes are so crispy. Some vegetables. Right, moment of truth. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm going to just drizzle. Wow, that is a stunning plate of food, if I do say so myself. Hey, finally, let's try this. It smells amazing. I'm gonna try to get everything in one bite. No one asked me to do this, but I'm going to. Actually, I can't get it all in one bite. I'm just gonna have most of it in one bite. Ready? Just kidding, of course it's fucking good. It's amazing. Can you imagine if I said it was horrible? What was even the point of this whole video? But it is delightful. That chicken breast is so flavorful. I didn't marinate it for a long time, probably like an hour and a half at most, but because I chopped it up into smaller pieces, the marinade really permeated into that soul of the chicken breast and it's really good. Potatoes, perfectly crispy, and I do like the additional texture. Oh man. This is so good. I can barely talk because I'm too busy eating. Something about just adding your own vegetables to it that it's so good. I literally didn't stop eating for a solid 5 minutes. That's why I had to turn the camera off. But, you know, I'm back. I'm gonna close out this video, but I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye! Taste tester.
Mmm.
How was it?
Wow. Mmm.
I crisped up the potatoes.
Well, let's try this.
You don't like it?
It's delicious.
The silence was a little
Worrisome.
worrisome.
But let me try these iridescent purple potatoes.
They are iridescent.
Oh, the purple ones are really good.
They're really good, right?
They're really special.
And I was telling them, like, you know, homegrown is so much better. I've grown up eating this kind of dish my entire life, and there's something about the homegrown vegetables. So the Mizuna I just steamed in water. I didn't even do anything to it because I didn't want it to overpower the adobo.
No, it kind of cuts the saltiness.
Yeah, it's an additional flavor, right? It's freshness in the dish.
Yeah.
And I cooked the egg so well.
Let's try the egg.
It was so hard to remove the shell this time, but I think it's like a perfect medium.
It's good. It's
Wouldn't you
fantastic.
say that the chicken breast, because it's been cubed, is really well marinated? I feel
Yeah,
like the sauce really permeated through the meat.
It's seeped in, and it's cooked enough where it's like just you bite down and it's soft.
Yeah. Always have to have the angel investor approve. I'm gonna ask for more soil